ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap, McCord. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Space pass to 35. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
From the gun, McCord. Absolutely fires this one right side. Brought in inside the 20. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 19.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
19.
In the shotgun, it's McCord. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And this opening drive is headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This is Henry on 2nd. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he has this down to the 34. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, McCord. Down the field, he's got Wilson. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In the red zone now. They'll set up the screen here for Hall. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He's going to throw it again. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Ravens get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 31 yards.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More for MetLife coming right up. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. From the gun, a run for Henry. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. Offensive line fast.
32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The designed run, Jackson keeping it. He's across the 20, still going. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Room to work at the 35. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing, it's McCord. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. On the move, headed right. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Rolling left, buying some time. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. This one set up for Lamar. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Henry. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. It's Azaria Thomas making a stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Finds him over the middle. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Drawn up here for Lamar. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Another run for Henry. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Azaria Thomas. And the Jets are able to get this back up to their own 15-yard line. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially...
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
16 at the 9-yard line.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Throwing, McCord. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here we go, set. 19, 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ford setting the throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's McCord to the air. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here's the final play of our first half.
Hey, come on.
Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. He's moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Motion a receiver left. Now here's Lamar. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He'll throw it. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
14, Jets 10. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, McCord. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the gun, McCord. He's going deep! And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He's going to try another deep one here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Back to throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He brushed him off with ease. It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
21, Jets 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
19 tight. Here we go. Set. Hard 7. Hard 18. Right here. 18. Back 18. Rattle. Hut.
On the shotgun, it's McCord. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's going to throw again on second down. Getting out to his left. He's trying to go deep again. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the third. Najee Harris, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. This one left for Lamar. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Design run. Jackson keeping it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He gets out left, and it's gone. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Running back sent in motion. This one's set up for Lamar. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Lamar. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Run drawn up here for Lamar. Oh, man, he's in the clear. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Along the right sideline, there's space. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. But I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. The drive begins with Henry. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. This one's to Andrews out right. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Cox. That's Walker. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. to throw. McCord. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
31-yard line.
19 tight. 18, right here. Trap 60, trap 60. 18, back. 18, 60 backward. 60 backward.
To throw, it's McCord. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. There he goes, right sideline. He brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
35. Jets, 25. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Strap 19 tight. 9. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Watson back to the air after that pick. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Brings up second
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I
at the
got to make
20-yard
my
line.
PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Come back. 18. Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Here's the backup. First throw. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard
First and 10. Here's Watson. It's everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And now for the point after. And crucially, to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Jets, 32.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Has it downfield working left. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. So first down from the 41. They send a tight end in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Ravens holding on to a field goal lead.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the pistol, Henry. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
It's a gain of 5.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. They're going to need a punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Right away to get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Forward. So now here's 3rd and 5. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner. That should all but do it here.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This one left for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun their